Okay, I have to admit something. It's 10 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I just bought $150 worth of stuff. Just stuff I didn't need. I was scrolling on my phone, just trying to unwind, and you know how it goes. An ad popped up, it looked cool, and then I was on the site. Click. Add to cart, click. Apple Pay. It was so fast. And the second I did it, the second the thank you for your order screen popped up, my stomach just dropped. I felt that awful familiar feeling, that heavy, hot feeling of guilt. I just blew $150 that was supposed to go toward my smallest debt. That was the whole plan. And I just didn't. In about 30 seconds, I undid like 2 weeks of tiny 1% progress. And I'm not going to lie, my first instinct was to just close the app, shut off the phone, and pretend it didn't happen. Maybe I could just hide the package when it arrived. It feels ridiculous. I'm sitting here, making a whole channel about getting 1% better, and I'm still making these dumb, impulsive buys that make me feel like a total failure. I woke up the next morning with that financial hangover, you know? Just dread. And I looked at my budget spreadsheet and I just felt ashamed. This is my real time journey, not expert advice. Here is exactly what happened. That $150 mistake, it really rattled me because it proved that my willpower, it's just not enough, especially late at night when I'm tired and my defenses are down. I can just picture the animation. Just a little stick figure me, bleary eyed, holding a phone, and just getting blasted by a giant buy now button. And then the next frame is that same stick figure just getting buried under a pile of cardboard boxes. I realized I don't have a system for this. I have systems for my budget, I have systems for paying debt, but I have no system to protect me from, well, from me. I needed something. Something to put between the I want this and the I bought this. I needed a pause button because I'm just clicking buy too fast. And that's when I sat down, opened a blank text file, and decided to build a new rule. So I'm calling it my 24-hour rule. And look, I know this isn't some revolutionary idea I invented. I'm sure 1,000 other people have talked about this. But this is my version. This is the one I'm building for myself, based on my own failure, and I'm trying to make it so simple that even I can't ignore it. The problem for me is speed. The path from, ooh, I want that to your order is confirmed is like 2 seconds. It's a mindless, dopamine-fueled blur. So my system needed to do one thing: create friction. It had to be a speed bump, a mandatory pause. It's not a fancy app. I don't need another subscription. It's just a digital sticky note. Seriously, on my computer desktop, I have a plain text file. I named it the 24-hour box. If I'm browsing and I find something I want to buy, let's say it's a new video game or some gadget or, I don't know, another set of fancy pens, I am not allowed to put it in the cart. Instead, I have to copy the link, open the 24-hour box file, paste the link, write down what it is, the price, and today's date. And then I have to close the browser tab. That's the rule. I have to walk away. I can just see the animation of this. The stick figure me, hand hovering over the add to cart button, and then physically shaking its head and just copy pasting the link into a boring little text box. Now, the computer is one thing, but my real danger zone is my phone. That's where the $150 mistake happened. It's too easy. So for my phone, I have a draft in my email. The subject line is just 24-hour box. If I'm in an app scrolling and the impulse hits, I have to do the same thing. Close the app, open my email, find that draft, paste the link. And I'm not going to lie, the first time I tried it, it felt so annoying. It's clunky. It takes me out of the moment. It feels like work. And that's the entire point. I'm intentionally making it harder to spend money. The easy way is what got me into this mess. Easy is the one-click buy. This friction, this pause, is the system. It's designed to break the spell. This rule isn't for everything, obviously. It's not for groceries or gas or my electricity bill. This is only for the want items. Anything that's not a planned, budgeted need. I'm setting the floor at $20. If it's a non-essential want over $20, it has to go in the box. The most important part of this for me is the mental shift. This is not a no list, it's a wait list. I'm trying so hard to get out of that all or nothing thinking, where I either have perfect self control or I'm a total failure. This rule gives me a third option. It's not, I can never have this. It's, I can have this if I still truly want it in 24 hours. It's giving my logical brain a chance to catch up with my impulse brain. And honestly, I'm just hoping that 24 hours later, the impulse will be gone. So I've had the 24-hour box system running for about a week now. And here's what happened. Twice. Twice this week, the impulse hit. The first time, it was a $40 set of perfect desk organizers I saw in a targeted ad. I was convinced this would solve all my clutter problems. My old self would have bought it instantly, but I followed the rule. I copied the link. I put it in the text file. I wrote down the date and the price, and I closed the tab. It felt anticlimactic. Then 2 nights later, a flash sale email for a jacket I'd been sort of looking at. It was $75. The only 6 hours left timer was ticking. This was the real test. The pressure was on. My heart was pounding a bit. I still did it. I put the link in the box. I just trusted the system. And the next day, I opened the file. I looked at the link for the $40 organizers, and I just laughed. The urgent need I'd felt was completely gone. I realized I could just use an old shoebox. I deleted the link. I looked at the jacket link. The flash sale was over. The price was back up. And I felt nothing, just relief. I didn't even want it anymore. The desire was just a mirage created by the fake urgency. That's the 1% victory. The win wasn't just saving 115s. The win was that I paused. The system worked. It's not about denying myself things I truly want. It's about creating a space to decide if I truly want them, or if I'm just being influenced by an ad or a fake timer. I know I'm not the only one out there who feels like their impulse control is just broken. This little clunky text file, it feels like I'm finally taking the power back. It's my 1% improvement for this week. My 1% mission for tomorrow is just to find $1. That's it. Just $1 I can move from my checking account to my debt payment. It might be from skipping a coffee or just finding it in my budget. What's your 1% step? Will you put one item in a 24-hour box? Let's share our small wins in the comments below. I am not a financial expert or advisor. This content is for documenting my personal journey and for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research before making any financial decisions.